Let's be honest, Jerry Jones is the real reason the Cowboys are failing in 2024. For years, Cowboys fans have been fed promises of championships and glory. But the reality is, Jones' ego and mismanagement are sinking this team. Despite all the hype, his poor decisions in free agency, failure to secure key talent, and contract missteps have left the Cowboys struggling to compete this year. It's time Cowboys fans face the truth. Jerry Jones has no one to blame but himself. Let's break down why this season is already crashing and burning right before our eyes. I guess you could say the season started off with high hopes. Jerry Jones claimed that the Cowboys were all in for 2024, setting lofty expectations for the team and its fans. But the Cowboys' actions during the offseason didn't align with that bold statement. Their two biggest free agent acquisitions, Lance Kendricks and a long snapper. Meanwhile, other teams were making major moves, signing high-profile players and addressing key positions. And to make matters worse, Dallas lost several key players to free agency, including starting running back Tony Pollard, who left for Tennessee. This isn't just bad luck for the Cowboys. It's poor management from the top down. Jerry Jones, who acts as the team's owner and GM, failed to act aggressively when free agency started. And when you're both the decision maker and the face of the franchise, the buck stops with you. Jones himself created this mess that has now left the Cowboys feeling like their season is already on the line and it's only week 4. One of the biggest blunders came with their cap management. The Cowboys had just over $2.2 million in cap space entering the offseason, but that number could have been much more higher, closer to $24 million had they acted sooner and extended Dak and CeeDee's contracts earlier in the year. The delay was a direct consequence of Jones' indecisiveness and refusal to get ahead of the contract negotiations. He first started contract talks with Dak in the 2023 season, and as a result, the Cowboys couldn't aggressively pursue any free agents like Derrick Henry or Saquon Barkley, who both would have been major upgrades to our offense. And on top of that, there's rumblings that Derrick Henry wanted to be in Dallas. Instead, Dallas hesitated, leaving crucial holes open on their roster, especially at running back. After letting Tony Pollard walk, the Cowboys brought back Ezekiel Elliott in what felt more like a nostalgia move than a strategic decision. Elliott, who is far past his prime, no longer has the same burst, and the Cowboys didn't do enough to replace Pollard's production. Their offense became predictable and much more easier for opponents to shut down. And at the end of the day, these are decisions Jerry Jones had full control over. The mismanagement of the cap space and his failure to act decisively in free agency is exactly why the Cowboys are struggling right now. And now, thanks to those decisions, the Cowboys find themselves in a deep hole with a season that could have been much more successful if better decisions would have been made on the front end. With poor free agent choices, an unaddressed running back problem, and delayed contract extensions, the Cowboys are hurting. And while players like Dak may catch a lot of heat for taking L's, let's not forget who's really in charge here, Jerry Jones. He may have claimed that the Cowboys were all in for 2024, but his lack of action speaks louder than his words. And this is starting to be a trend that we see year after year. And here's the tough truth. As Cowboy fans, we need to take it upon ourselves to stop lining Jerry Jones' pockets with our money until things start to change. Year after year, we show up, we buy the merch, and keep believing in a team that isn't delivering. If Jones won't prioritize making the right moves, maybe it's time we stop supporting his bottom line until we start seeing some commitment to winning. And at the end of the day, Jerry Jones has no one to blame but himself for the Cowboys' failures in 2024. What do you think? Are the Cowboys struggling due to poor offseason decisions, or are there other factors at play here? Drop your thoughts in the comments below and make sure to hit that like and subscribe button for more breakdowns and sports stories going forward. It's your boy Zach Lowry, and I love y'all, I miss y'all, and come back for the next video.
The fuck is he standing wide the fuck open?
That's game. That's actually game, though.
How is he wide open?
That's actually a game. Maybe we don't want deep.